Hello, everybody. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting a Link to the Past Randomizer Pilot Spoiler Tournament 2024. We got the semifinals for you today. It's Game 2 between the Spoilers and ratSTEERing the Apple under the Midnight Sun. The Spoilers are fighting for survival to make it to the finals. Commentating for us, we have Arier and Telethar, and tracking is myself. Say hello, everybody.
Yo.
Good day.
Should be, yeah. Should be fun.
Yeah, super exciting matchup. Yeah, like Ricky said, this is game 2. Jen and Claremont did manage to take the win in the first game, but yeah, the spoilers are no slouch. I mean, the name speaks for itself.
I think they got tricked into playing inverted.
Yeah, I actually thought it was going to be their idea to play inverted in game 1, and that Joe and Claremont may have begrudgingly said, you know what, fine, we'll do a game, but I don't know, maybe they've actually been practicing.
Yeah. Well, looks like our runners have readied up, so Ricky is releasing them, and here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of approaches the pilots and runners take. I've actually not looked that much into how all the different teams play.
Yeah, I think it's pretty similar.
And there's not much to take from last race because that was inverted, so that's a lot more, a lot more free flowing in a way.
Oh, this is spicy.
All right.
So a little divergence that's not really going to matter.
No, that's just a matter of a couple seconds. Sometimes there is something really nice at Link's house. You often see runners start in Sank, and then if there's something in the south part of the world or in Eastern, that they'll tell the runner to save and quit. But Katie and Zog apparently have it the other way around.
Yeah. So just looking at this here, since we get the log at the same time as them, but then there's a delay. Looks like some decent tree pulls. What is on the mushroom? Some bombs here, and then bombos, which we do need, is in the woods. So it's pretty nice woods. Going for more tree or crabs here. This is interesting. So our bottleneck on this seed looks like it's going to be getting up the mountain.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm surprised we're doing this actually. So just looking at the I know why we're doing this. Okay, this makes more sense now. So we want to grab. I'm not sure if I like this or not, but it's interesting. Oh no, yeah, okay, so yeah, sorry, I'm going back and forth. So the thing that we need out of Kakariko is we're gonna want our Moon Pearl from here, because what we want to do is we want to go to Mini Moldorm Cave and get our glove, but then we want to fake flipper over to Waterfall and get our hook shot. That's basically the only thing we need out of here.
Yeah, and then it seems like Death Mountain, like you said, is the big thing.
Yeah, Death Mountain has our flute and mitts for Dark World access. We also get Hammer in the back of Escape free. So, pretty nice opening, honestly.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a pretty wide open seat pretty quickly. And then for both runners, it's going to be the hunt for the boots. That's usually how it goes very early on. See where the boots and the flute are, and then try to get those as soon as possible. Yeah, the flute is pretty readily accessible, but the boots are probably going to take a little bit.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they're kind of a pain to get. What are our pendants for this? Ricky's already marked them. Is Swamp, Thieves, and Ice. We don't need anything out of Swamp. We don't need anything out of Thieves.
Yeah. We are gonna go into Ice, but...
Yeah. But it's pretty quick into Ice, actually.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even need the key. You don't need Hammer to do an Ice Palace trip, even. Like, we'll get Hammer, because it's just back to Escape for free, but...
Yeah, it could have been pretty... It would have been pretty interesting, even if the Hammer wasn't readily available. So we're gonna get some nice equipment here. Oh,
our
maybe.
Flippers are Dark World. Our Hammer... no, we have Hammer and Glove. Okay, no, yeah. And then our Moon Pearl...
No, we don't have Mirror, though.
No, but the one Glove and the Hammer are available.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then Flippers are available in the, in Vu.
Gonna be a question if we... Yeah, so okay, we do need to pick up the Mirror at some point. But...
Yeah, so that's actually what I'm looking at here is... We do need the Mirror, and you're gonna want it on this first trip up the mountain. Like, you're gonna want to be able to grab it at this first trip up the mountain. But
okay, that's pretty awkward for Gem. Because he didn't pick up the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, didn't pick up the Cane of Samaria, didn't pick up a Turtle Rock Key, and they're all really easy to get, but we didn't get any of them. Like this, there's 2 Sunken Treasure. Floodgate Sunken Treasure is 2 of our keys. Saha has a key with a sword and a lamp, so like that's nice to get. And then our last one is free in Ice Palace, basically. But like all of that, none of those are. No one's gonna have any of those. And we do have the Bombos, and we're going up the mountain, but like we don't have. We're not gonna be able to get this mirror out of Chomps. And that's kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. That could have been a really nice edge for either of the runners here.
Yeah. It's just, it was, I think they just didn't catch it quite in time.
No.
I mean, they do still have the option of just save quitting right now, honestly, and just going...
Oh, true, yeah.
Like, it's not really... Until you've actually gotten to East Death Mountain, you've really committed almost no time.
Yeah, just have to save and quit, which is not that bad, all things considered.
I'm not sure if there's a reason there not doing it here. Oh, I guess no. Yeah, there's nothing that like prevents you from getting this done on the first trip, aside from magic.
Okay, that's fair.
Which is from tier 2, which we could have totally gotten on the way up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
It looks like we're even, or we're both gonna come up here. We're gonna get Mitts, Flute, Odd Small. See if they decide to go into Super Bunny here. It's just has a TR big, so like kind of just always awkward.
Yeah, especially considering where the mirror is.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like we're just gonna end in Paradox. Probably gonna activate the Flute, and yeah, then we have to. I guess Jim will probably grab Kane here, and then a quick dip into Ice. You can also, like, considering where the Fire Rod is, it's probably not too bad to just grab it.
We still don't have. What's it called? We still don't have the
magic.
Magic, yeah. Where's our other bow? GT. Okay.
Oh, classic.
So
Probably
this is
we'll
sort
be
of the
grabbing
interesting. Yeah. No, it's free to grab, but sort of the interesting thing about going into Mire here. Like Mire has our boots. We want to be in Mire. We have the medallion. We have the medallion, the mitts to get in. We probably should think about getting some swords.
Yeah. And like I said, there's one readily available in
One on
Saha.
Saha, one on, and then our other two are Pyramid and Crystal Roller.
Yeah.
What we might be looking at here is we didn't get the mirror the first trip, but like Fire Rod's really easy to get. I think Ice Rod was really easy to get. I mean, it's Zelda Cell. It's totally gettable. Like, we might be looking at. I want Tempered Sword, so we're gonna go for a. Beating TR is really easy. We're just gonna go ahead and get all of our keys and go beat TR and get Tempered Sword there. It's like our next step before, but then we still do have Mire sucks. Like we certainly want our boots first.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you just double dip.
I think so. Because Mire is one of those dungeons where double dipping really is not that punishing.
The spoilers are, not sure what's happening here.
Oh,
I don't like this.
Okay, maybe they were really quickly considering, okay, we want to grab magic. Okay, well.
Yeah. That's some game knowledge of looking at the prize pack and, prize pack, small variety is magic, and there's a small variety right there. So
yeah,
loot over, grab 2 TR keys, and
need to beat her anyway. Don't need to be in swamp at all. So this is a free trip. Now I'm gonna fake flip her over, grab the Mire big. Both runners being aware, they don't have the flippers just yet.
Yeah, though I don't know if I like this that much. I guess we're just committing to doing, so the Fire Rod's really easy to get.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're gonna wait for boots for Fire Rod and Moth. You're certainly not going to wait for your Tempered Sword out of the back of TR for your Fire Rod.
No,
should we have gotten Fire Rod before going to Ice then?
I don't know. I think there's something to be said for doing this with bombos, because you do save quite a bit of time, even running all the way to map chest.
Are you going to do Ice without Fire Rod?
Well, you don't need to beat it.
So. Or sorry, not Ice. Are you going to do Mire without Fire Rod?
Well, again, if you are purely going to go for the boots and double dip Mire, then I think it's more than fine.
Okay, this is interesting. Gem Clear Mouse are going for this extra key. I do think this has got to be faster than Poke Key.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, going in with Fighter Sword, we're almost certainly planning. Oh no,
that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still being on exactly free hard screen now. A Pterodactyl, so especially with Fighter Sword or no good way to handle it. It is rough.
Yeah.
Could have had.
We're definitely not getting any males on this seed. I do suspect then that looking at this, if Gem Clear Mouse are looking at the race status, I would probably feel really comfortable about the just getting boots and leaving at this point. It's not worth the the stress of trying to do this fight.
No, for sure. Well, luckily there are quite some hard containers that will be on the way throughout the seed. But like you said, no mill upgrades.
Are there? I guess eventually.
Like not early on, but like kind of throughout the season. I think it's somewhat reasonable to pick up a couple of these.
Yeah, they're okay. I wouldn't call them good, but they're okay.
Oh shit, taking another one here. Okay.
I think. Where's Gem Clearmouse going with this? Like, is this just for the heart container? There's no way, right?
That's.
Yeah, it's not.
I guess they're just gonna
They're just
try to
doing
finish.
They're just
Okay.
gonna do this fight.
Okay, so if you're gonna finish the fight, then I agree that getting Fire Rod for both ice and this to be able to set up Spooky is worth it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, going to the front of Skull is slow. Oh, I guess, don't we need Skull Big Chest, actually?
Yeah, we do actually. Okay.
Which is, okay, that's the back of Castle Tower, so it's starting to look pretty doomed. Alright, that's fair, I guess, then.
That's Tower Key and Hype Cave.
We do need Hype Cave anyway. But we don't have the mirror, so...
Hmm.
I think not getting the mirror is probably guiding a lot of how this seed gets played out. Because if you got that mirror early, you can actually just do Hype Cave into Pyramid into Castle Tower.
Yeah, get that sword.
And get that sword, which then sends you which then makes it a comfy mire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, comfy is maybe a strong word for heart green mail, but like, you know, it makes it doable.
Yeah, Jem is going to have to be really, really careful here. Like, even with maxed out arrows, like any small slip up, like you see right here, okay, there's no more leeway. That looked really close. That's handled well. A couple extra cycles, but anything is better than dying right here.
Okay. Nice fight.
Nice refill on the arrows as well. Very nice.
So, I mean, you do need a... Just looking at this, I actually don't hate the idea of grabbing Fire Rod without the, without necessarily getting the or the Big Key to Skull first. So, because you also need Hammer Pegs, so like, you potentially just go do Fire Rod into Boss, and then later you do Big Chest into Hammer Pegs. Maybe not
That's...
great, but like, I don't think it's that bad.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Mainly because I guess the Death Warp isn't too bad, but like, you do need to do this Death Warp, which because you also need Zelda Cell, and you need to do Hype Cave as a one-off. Like, I don't know. Like, if you make that trip as a separate trip, you can do
Wait. Are they going to be able to actually get into Agate Tower? They don't have the cape, right? No.
No,
oh,
they don't.
That's really unfortunate too.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, this all escalates on top of each other. It's so easy to get flustered when something happens, and especially against runners like Gem, who, you know, don't give an inch at all.
Yeah. So, with this done, Gem's gonna have this Skull Big, which is gonna send him. So, next thing we're doing, I guess, is probably Vu, which gives us flippers, and into Hammer Pegs, which gives us a Pod Big, into Skull, which gives us our Fire Rod and our Eastern Big. And then from there, we're basically ready to go up the mountains.
Yep.
Go beat TR, get our Mirror and our Tempered Sword. Do Pod Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern will give us this Desert Big. And then it's pretty much go mode.
Yeah.
We don't even need the flippers though, right?
Oh yeah, no, we don't need the flippers, you're right. I was still thinking we're doing Swamp, but we're not.
Yeah, considering we do need hammer packs. Like, it would have been right on the way, at least.
Yeah.
Can't imagine they'll do chest game on the way, maybe, instead. For an extra heart, but
Yeah.
maybe not, because being able to go straight to hammer packs from here, like, it's a easy hook speed. Maybe it depends on what order you want to do it in.
Well, I think doing them as two separate Dark World trips is actually probably fine. I don't know how much time you actually lose for that, but you certainly can't do Skull first.
No. Oh, there's no way you're gonna run all the way back out of mine or
like,
out of Skull, yeah.
I think it takes like 20 seconds to get into the dark, like to flute and then get into the Dark World at that portal. But, like, I'm not too convinced that it's going to be faster than like running from Hammer Pegs up to Skullwoods is probably going to be a close to similar amount of time.
Yeah, it'll be pretty close for sure.
Like, this is certainly faster, but I think if it made other parts of your route cleaner, it wouldn't be objectionable.
Yeah, say if there was a sword in pod or something, and doing pod now would be reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so considering the state of the race, Shady is somewhat forced to kind of go no holds barred. Doesn't grab the heart that was in chest game.
No,
Jim
we did
does
get
take
it.
the time. Oh, he did get it. Okay. I thought he was on ball. No, okay. Oh no, because he hasn't gone to the bridge Justamire. Right. Alright, so we got the Fire Rod and the Eastern Big. And yeah, this fight is also very easy for it to go off the rails. It's a hard fight.
Very easy to go not easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that too high? No, okay.
Okay, nice RNG at least in the back of Skull here.
Yeah. This is...
Oh, yeah, this is rough. Okay, maybe some drops. Okay, those drops are really nice, actually. Would have been defensible to grab the pod on the top left as well, if you really want to have full hearts, so you can take like a full hit plus a spike.
I actually really like beams for Hammer Moth, because like if you're hitting Moth from the side, you're really only suffering when Moth is on like in the wall, and you can. Oh yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
You can use the beams to just bounce moth out of the wall and go back, because like your main goal is to just use the hammer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like with Master Sword, I like having spins for Moth, but yeah, there's a couple of different ways you can approach the fight.
Yeah, I've seen you do it. It looks very good. I prefer the way Gem's doing the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and looks like it works out really well here as well. It's hard for a non-tempered Moth to go much better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the RNG, I think. Like, you can get...
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely seen 9 out of 10 hammer moths, but I don't know if I've seen 10 out of 10, but like, it just is... requires Moth to behave.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think one more Fire Rod shot or Master Slash would be enough here.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have any Fire Rod juice in us, but...
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Nice. Alright. So like you said, looks like we're just gonna finish Turtle Rock here.
Yeah.
The slightly awkward route of having to grab the Turtle Rock big key that's outside of Turtle Rock.
I think it would have been a nicer route if we could have, like, we would have had to recognize it very, very early before we sort of committed to it.
Yeah.
But in that world, I think getting the mirror before going up the mountain would have sort of... You would have gotten the Pyramid Sword and then mirrored for Castle Tower and Ice Rod. And basically, Turtle Rock would have been our last dungeon instead.
Yeah, exactly.
In that world, we are cutting out an entire mountain trip. But it did require... One, required some fetching of things without the boots. And 2, required, like... Seeing the lay of the land very early. Which might not be too reasonable.
Yeah, it's
And like...
It's a lot
honestly,
easier if you don't also need to guide your runner at the same time.
Well, that, and also, like, every second matters so much at the beginning of the race, and, like, I'm watching this on a 30-second delay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like...
Those 30 seconds matter so much.
Those 30-second matters so much, yeah. So, I'm not implying they should have seen it, I'm just saying they could have seen it.
Yeah, Turtle Rock really is one of those, almost the most interesting dungeon in Pilot Spoiler, because there's something in here so often.
It's just, yeah, and it's, oh my, okay. I thought that was I thought that was hitting for sure. Yeah, plus, I think one of the big parts about Turtle Rock is how expensive it is to get here, is sort of like, dictates so much, like, you want to minimize trips to Turtle Rock, and also minimize trips to Dark Mountain that don't also have Turtle Rock dips. Like, it's just so grossly expensive that it makes it a very interesting dungeon.
Yeah. Being able to skip the bogey key here saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
Gem had to invest a little bit of time to actually get the 4th key, but it does pay dividends.
And we have playable Tempered Sword. I mean, at this point, what do we... We're just a Desert Big from Go Mode, which is just an Eastern, right?
Yeah.
I think there was 0 GT keys worth getting, and oh no, especially with the silvers, you just there's no way a GT key is worth picking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, little Chomps party.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
He's just getting bullied all along the way. It's so rough.
Yeah. I mean, huge props for, keeping it going. It's like when spoiler starts going poorly, you want to just quit so bad. Like, there's so many things that can still happen in a non-spoiler race. I could just find that lucky item. Maybe my opponent's also having a hard time. Like, it's fine to keep going. You feel bad, but you keep going. It's okay. In the spoiler race, you're just like, what is the point? Why am I here? So, like, huge props to them for keeping it.
Exactly. Especially once the route gets settled in, and you take a quick glance and see, okay, well, Jim even has an extra heart and looking comfy. Wait, what are we getting here? Are we just doing Hera right now, just for the heart container in basement cage?
Yeah, that is... I mean, I guess. This seems really unnecessary. Like, we have Lamp Tempered Sword.
But we only have Helma left
heart.
as a...
Yeah. And
okay,
we're not
even getting the heart. Okay. What is there in here? Nothing. Oh, there's a pod key. Oh,
yeah, but there's
that's
also
okay.
There's also a pod key on Eastern Boss.
Okay. Yeah, then I got nothing.
Like, surely the 2 mirror transitions is better than running to Hera.
You could also hover to map chest and pod, just get that key instead.
Dude, what is your problem? Spoiler means that they have the location of every item in the game, and also are able to look in on the stream. Oh no. We're not dying here, right? Okay.
No.
No. This room, on the other hand, can go wrong.
Oh.
Never concerned at all.
Okay. I knew in theory that was gonna be okay, but that was really close for comfort.
That was very close. That had to have been frames away.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, solid 1 cycle backdoor strats. I think this is a...
I think it's safe here. Yeah, he's gonna go
yeah,
for
it's a one
spin.
spin situation with Trinex being a little lower and being on Oko.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm still not like 100% comfortable with Trinex in those situations, like with since Fast Run.
Yeah. Do you think the map chest key is theoretically faster than
No.
the Eastern boss key?
No.
Okay. That's something you'd go for when you're winning only.
Probably.
Okay, got it. So both teams getting this hair-up key instead of the Eastern key. Surprise.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Especially, like, running over here and doing it now costs more than the 10 seconds a double mirror would cost, right? Like, for Shady, getting the heart here, it makes a bit more sense, but even then, like, we only have Helma plus the 3 Lightwall bosses left. I guess Shady still needs to do Vidi as well.
Yeah, Shady does still have Vidi, so that is actually a boss. Yeah, I mean, for Gem, he had more health than NMG, than you would in NMG for Lanmo. Plus, you know, obviously also Tempered Sword. So, like, I feel like it wasn't a realistic concern that he was going to be in danger.
No.
Yeah, it's that hard to... Oh, okay. Shady's getting bullied here, too. Ah.
Yeah, just
What's
every
that?
single location. It's insult to injury.
Rains at Pores situation.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in a mode like this, right? Where you know that every second matters.
Yeah.
It is pretty hard to just mentally reset and go to the next room or go to the next boss.
Yeah, like when you're vibing, the route's working out, you're nailing the boss fights. It's, you know, you're having a great time, everything's going well, but like the moment it just starts going off the rails, it just can spiral real hard.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of something I certainly don't have to like avoid going on tilt. Like even if I'm not like angry, I still just like am going to spiral.
Yeah, because you do have certain expectations of yourself, and it's very easy for that to kind of get stuck in your mind. Alright, both players having a map.
Yep, we're confirming, in fact, the boss of Eastern Palace.
We're at the compass. Speaking of.
Did we get the compass? It was in Mini Moldorm Cave. I think they skipped it. That's
unhinged.
I don't know what to say.
Alright. Now we're actually in go mode.
Yep, just need to steal the key out of GT and...
Yeah.
Kill some bosses, I guess.
Yeah, luckily that GT key is an actual freebie right next to the silvers.
So... Book. Alright, so our book was not available. I was about to say, like, the mirror is only actually needed for desert in this entire seed.
Yeah.
Like, if our book was available...
Could have been mirrored.
I'm starting to wonder if, like, you just go mirrorless.
Yeah, if it was just somewhere readily available, I do think. Unless you do find that... No, maybe not even then, right? If you do find out about the option of early mirror.
Like, yeah,
Like,
so I'm saying,
also...
like, in their scenario, when they chose to go up to TR, the only thing in TR was the mirror, which was only needed for desert.
Mm-hmm.
And if they could have, like, went and grabbed the book instead, like, you split up Pod Eastern, which costs you 20 seconds or so, and you have to go through desert, which costs you probably like 30 seconds
ish.
And then you have to
40, I think, but
yeah, 40 seconds, okay. And then you have to fetch the book, which is another, you know, where depending on where it is, it could be another like 30 seconds, and suddenly it's like, is it even actually faster to skip the mirror? Like,
oh, true, yeah.
How bad does the mirror need to be to make it worth skipping? Like,
yeah, it's just such a good item.
It's quite good.
All these arrows that Gem would have really wanted.
Would it have been better for Gem to delay Vitreous till right now to have a quicker fight?
Potentially, especially now that we also have the Fire Rod, actually getting to Vidi is another 10-second time save.
Yeah. So like, how much time did we or like, how much time would it have costed us to get back to the Meyer lobby? Like, we save a little bit of time just because we don't have to fall from big chest and then transition left to screen. So there's a little bit of time there to get back to the lobby. And like from Meyer Dark World, which we're going to be back in, Meyer Overworld, we're going to be back there for Desert. How much time does it take to get to Meyer lobby with an open Meyer? Like 25 seconds?
Yeah, 25, 30.
So we'll say 30 seconds.
Yeah. So it would have been pretty close, but it would have been a lot comfier, especially because the Vidi fight probably would have been faster as well if you actually get to Vidi with 5 or 6 hearts.
Yeah, so I mean, he gets the Vidi with this equipment and a Fire Rod. The Fire Rod cuts out 10 seconds of the return of the trip anyway. Maybe 5 seconds from Meyer Big Chest to the lobby, so that's 15. So it would have needed to have been 15 seconds time save on the Vidi fight. Yeah. Which I'm not sure. I don't think it would have been You think it would have been 15 seconds faster? 15 seconds is a long time on a boss fight.
That's fair. I don't know, there was a lot of bobbing and weaving in that fight.
There were a lot of cycles, yeah. I definitely think in terms of safety, it's like, it's close enough that I would say I would prefer the safety.
Yeah. We've kind of seen so far this seed that comfort actually does matter quite a bit.
I also worth mentioning that, like, we went to Saha before our boots in order to get the sword in order to be able to fight Vidi.
Yeah, that's
and, like,
true.
We could have, and we did mini Molar Cave. No, we did that one. But no, yeah, we did Saha without, like, when we didn't need to, just to get a sword so we could fight Vidi, sword and lamp, so we could fight Vidi without, you know, complete misery. So that's, you know, that alone probably accounts for the remaining difference and makes it better to have just rushed the boots. With that said, you know.
Yeah, I'm just a gamer and does it with 4 hearts Master Sword anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I do also think there's something to be said for the fact that, like, Clear Mouse didn't exactly have, you know, the whole 41 minutes and 20 seconds to figure out that, yeah, we're going to come back to here anyway. It'll be good. I can leave for now. I don't need anything else in Meyer. We don't need to go do the Sahas checks because, like, we can delay those till later. Like,
yeah.
If nothing else, Clear Mouse gained a large amount of time by sending Gem to go complete this completable dungeon. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just telling the runner to just do something that takes a couple minutes so you can actually figure out the next steps and complete the route is so worthwhile. Like, Aga Seeds are actually really kind in that regard.
Yeah. With that said, you know, who knows if Clear Mouse was able to actually do the route as opposed to staring intently at 4 hard Vidi and praying. Like, I know I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have sent you here. This is a mistake. We didn't need to be here.
I also feel that a lot of the early route often is just a bit of conjecture as well. It's just like, fine, just do this now. It's probably fine. Instead of... There's a couple of seats where it's very cut and dry of what you need to do, but with decisions like that where you need an item in a dungeon that is awkward to complete, it can often
Oh,
be pretty
that was
worth
so
it.
scary.
Yeah, this okay. We made it through. We don't have arrows though. We'll get 5 in the backup desert, but
Yeah.
okay. He might. I guess
Well,
having
5 is
5
enough.
arrows with silvers is fine. Yeah. Okay, never
15
mind.
is enough.
Yeah,
15 with silvers is plenty.
never worried. Can't believe I forgot about those.
I mean, it is also, you know, realistically, they might not have a chance to use
No.
their silver arrows. It'll be close.
Okay. Probably not gonna see hover here. No.
No.
Okay.
So, I don't think this is the... I don't think this is the first, quote, upset from... based on the original seeding, right? Like, there have been others.
I am unsure, actually. Maybe. I haven't looked at the seating.
Okay, no, I wouldn't be doing my job. Was
Oh,
an
yeah.
upset over 3 Medallioneers. That's... Oh, and then, past the Kanya was an upset over. Should have taken a left turn. Those were the... Oh no, and, Ascend into Chaos over yet another bonk. Those were the bracket upsets. I don't think there was much of any group upsets in terms of who made it out of their group.
No, the
It was
group
not-
seemed pretty... Yeah. Pretty decently...
Yeah. But that's,
divided.
I mean, it's somewhat to be expected in the sense that, like, when you're making the groups and you're splitting up based on, like, quartiles almost,
Yeah.
it's less common in a mode like this for a quartile to have an upset compared to, say, you know, the 15th and 16th seed that meet up against each other. Like, those teams were pretty evenly matched in the get-go.
Yeah, for sure.
And this here is the second and third seed of the original qualifying race.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty hard to even call it an upset.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, both these teams were 2 of the favorites.
Yeah, this was definitely a fast seed.
Yeah, any sub 50. It's usually a good sign. But yeah, being able to avoid 2 of the pendant dungeons.
All right. Get
Yeah.
GG's in, and Swamp being, you know, one of the longest dungeons when you include the trip there.
True.
And yeah, we do get a DNF. You know, we made it into GT Pog. Is
Yeah, that's a
Zelda's
mood.
comment. Yeah, I mean, fair. We are joined by scrolling. Zelda Shady. Yeah, GG's.
Yo, GG's.
Yo, GG's.
I assume that they'll join shortly, but yeah, I mean that went rough for you guys. This was a pretty hard execution seed. And
Yeah, not much really went our way this time, I think.
yeah,
We got
this is
like
like
everywhere.
yeah.
I feel like the story of both of these seeds is just getting completely outrouted by Clear Mouse, honestly. But this one especially.
Well, both of them, to be fair, really. I think Mouse has rooted very well this series. So
Yeah.
The route was pretty similar between the two teams in this one.
well, we lost loads of time for the magic routing, and we not going to Saha's closet to get the sword and lamp is really, it cost us so much because not only did I have to double at the castle and we forgot to get it to Aga Tower, but imagine if I had sword beams for Mire 2. Like, I'm never dying in Mire 2 with sword beams, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
for sure.
another.
Yeah.
So like, there's so many ways. I think just that one decision, just to not go. And I'm not playing Zelda. He told me the sword and lamp was there. We just ended up just not going there. Kept trying to get greedy, combining it with Eastern or whatever later on, but it was just not a good decision, and it lost us so much time in lots of different ways, actually.
So, a couple of interesting routing decisions that, ended up, I'm curious if this was ever considered from either team or not. The first is, did you guys catch the mirror, getting the mirror on the first trip to the mountain early, or did we not see that in time and it was sort of committed at that point?
I honestly didn't see it just because I hadn't got... Actually, I think we did have one. No, I didn't have any Turtle Rock keys for him because we hadn't gone to Sahasrara's closet. There was one there.
Right. Yeah. There was Saha, there was 2 at the dam, and then there was 1 in Ice Palace.
Yeah, and we should have got the Ice Palace key too. That was also a miss on me.
Does the mirror really gain much, though, if you get it early?
So if you get the mirror early, you end with Turtle Rock, which saves you an extra mountain trip to start.
Right, actually,
The other thing it lets you do is you get to do Hype Cave into Pyramid to get that sword. So then you have Tempered Sword for the entire game, basically. And then you do Mirror from Pyramid and get Castle Tower and Zelda Cell.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I briefly looked at it, and I think I had realized that it was technically possible, but by the time I had sent him up, I just hadn't accounted for that we needed at least 1 key, and I hadn't routed any in.
Yeah, neither teams had routed it. So we are joined by Gem Clearmouse. GG's.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's guys.
Yeah, so we were talking, I don't know if you had heard the question, but we were talking about...
Oh yeah, we've been here for a couple minutes.
Okay. Been a couple minutes. Okay, calm down.
The race been over for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. If you would it, I think by the time both teams were committed to the mountain, it was too late, for different reasons, the keys and also the Samaria. But
yeah,
I think it was on the radar.
It was on the radar, probably just a touch too late, but it did.
Yeah.
But I did consider it, but I think I think we just decided eventually that we're just gonna rush boots. So
yeah, that was the other question. Oh, go ahead.
Temas, I think, mentioned the mirror in terms when we were hooking over to East Death Mountain or something like that. So just slightly, not slightly too late, but I think it's fine. Just rush boots. Don't do the Dark Death Mountain stuff while walking.
Yeah, and then that was the other question is what did you guys ended up single dipping Mire, and what did you think about the possibility of just rushing the boots?
No.
You don't think it would have been worth it?
The extra stuff wasn't really much, right? You walked to race game. You did ice, but ice barely saves time with boots.
And then Saha.
And
then also
whatever.
And then also the Vidi fight, and also not having the fire rod for Vidi, for Spooky.
It's a lot of small things that do add up. But
yeah.
It probably would have been
so faster to
pretty
just single up.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, and I'm curious, at what point in the seed were you guys checking in on the status of the race? Had saw, unfortunateness had befallen the spoilers?
I had no
I
idea
checked
that
once
anything bad had
after.
happened.
I checked once after we beat Vitreous and saw that they hadn't. And I think when I was in Aurora, I checked again and saw that they were quite a bit behind, and then saw in chat that they must have died to Moth, I think.
Yeah.
Meyer 2, Moth, Chomps,
Oh no.
maybe one other one. I don't remember. I think
Meyer
that's it.
Overworld.
Oh yeah, Meyer Overworld. I forgot that one.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, I'm so.
Oh no. That's. Oh, no.
It was not a good day.
I'm sorry, Shady.
That's why I'm a whole GT behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely situations where I did not put Shady in the best position, like with my routing decisions. So like, I don't want to even pretend like it was Shady's execution or anything. It was the decisions I was making kept him away from better equipment that would let him do better. Like I can't stress enough how much I got outrouted in this. So yeah, just big GGs and best of luck in the finals.
Yeah,
Thank
hard
you.
team
Yeah,
to beat
big
for
piece.
sure.
You guys played so. I thought you guys played really well. I mean, going into this matchup, I was actually quite scared of many bad things that could have happened because you guys are an extremely strong team, and like, well, this is certainly my first tournament, but also like I was also extremely like honored to be able to even like play you guys. So, thank you. I crammed a lot of seeds in the last like 4 days. Just to make sure we could be somewhat prepared.
As far as I
mean,
know, you
yeah.
do nothing but cram seeds.
I mean, Clearmouse, you definitely have put in a lot of work on piloting. It does show.
Definitely shows. Yeah, she's absolutely smashing it.
It's insane how good she has become.
But I do think that this one is like a combination because like I mean the decision to single dip Meyer was like a team decision, I guess. And if Jan didn't think that he was like comfortable, or at least he thought that he was willing to take on the risk of doing like 4-heart Vitreous with Master Sword, then like it would have been like very different, right? So
Yeah, it goes both ways for sure. Like when you're piloting and running, it's like you give suggestions like, yo, do you think you can handle this? Does this work out? And then in the end, the runner still has to decide.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So we didn't have you didn't have our audio, but like while Jem was fighting Vitreous, he actually said at the end like that 4th heart on the bridge chest was actually extremely important because I think he actually took the hard damage when he walked into like
Mhm.
yeah,
you
Yeah,
walked
when I
into
dashed
the
to
group.
shoot them, I accidentally walked into the group. That was
I was
scary
like, oh,
moment.
okay. But I mean, it's just like when if something else had just happened, right? Then it would just been like 2 minutes gone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not really afraid of the Vitreous fight, so normally I would be fine. Like I wouldn't mind being down 3 hearts, but yeah, that was weird that I guess I had left like a frame too long or whatever when I dashed it.
Yeah. I think there was another point where an eyeball was like really close to you, but other than that, it seemed like you had a good handle on the fight. Yeah. Shady also, like at the Peg Maze in Turtle Rock, you were so close to that pokey on the item there, on the walk. Before you got the Peg iframes.
Oh yeah,
I
right.
was so
before trying
scared.
I know, but I actually didn't think I was going to get hit. I was actually fairly comfortable there. Like I felt like I knew I was safe, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It probably looked scary, but I actually thought, no, I'm in here and I'm get the iframes and I'm good. I actually wasn't worried there, even though I could see what you mean. It looks scary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, are we good to wrap up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Thank
so.
you so much. Thank you so much for putting on this restream. Thank you, Ari and Telethar. I was actually a little scared because you guys were commentating, and I was like, I'm gonna be judged.
No. It's impossible to overstate how hard it is as a pilot to do everything under the time crunch when the runner is doing everything. Like you need, like
It's
when
definitely
commentating
a
and looking
different-
at the list, it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, no, for sure. I get to go look ahead, and if I miss something, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a completely different story to when you're like having to like half your time is spent, you know, making sure that you're not missing anything immediate.
Yeah, thank you both for putting on a great show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shady.
Yeah, thanks so much for
and-
playing, Zon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep,
thank you, Shady.
thanks so
Thank you,
much.
Zelda.
GG's.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone.
It
Yeah,
was such an
big
awesome
thanks to these
pairing.
guys. Yeah, it was awesome getting to play you guys. I was really looking forward to this, and
Same.
was a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You know-
looking forward.
I kind of wish we had done a little bit better, maybe had made it a little bit closer. But yeah, I think you guys did great, and should be a lot great. I guess there's 3 teams left now in the end. Yeah, 3 very strong teams, so it should be very exciting finish to this tourney.
Yeah, 3 teams, and all of them have a German. Well, Sabayet lives in Germany, and an American. Kind of funny.
That's what we're doing wrong, Saga. I'm living in the
All right, Shady, you gotta move to
Shady, you
Germany.
gotta move.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got my EU passport. I can nip over anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for putting this on. Ricky and Gary Telfer. Thanks for letting TMOs have our second ever restream.
No worries.
No.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you to our runners. Thank you to our commentators, Ari and Telethar, for stepping up. Coming up on ZSR later on tonight at 9:30 Eastern, we have a Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup match. In Group F, it's Echo versus Amaranth. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight, we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament match between Tabby Orange and the Gob 1. Also, as a reminder, tonight in North America, we are setting our clocks back. So we are losing an hour, so, keep an eye on the schedules because things might shift around a little bit. And with that, we're going to go and close off here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful time and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!